This is a preview for my new Photoshop plugin called Prisma Palette. Prisma Palette is a Photoshop plugin that is designed to generate colors based on light physics. It's a tool that is designed to work within a production workflow and be able to very quickly generate gorgeous colors that and values that work in an illustration, and at the same time hopefully teach you about how color works better in a scene and do all this. These are big claims, but I'm going to walk you through what it does and hopefully why it's worth your $12. This is an early beta, so expect there's probably going to be a few bugs, and on Mac currently there's some performance issues, but these are going to be sorted out very quickly. But this is the sort of thing that, this is a new tool, it's never been seen before, so I really want to get it out to the public, get people using it, get people painting with it, and work out how I can actually improve this tool and go forward. I think this is a very exciting idea that I really want to explore a lot more, and so let's get into it. So here it is. This is the panel here. It should be pretty familiar to most people, except for one big difference. This panel is actually tinted, and it's tinted by these lights that we have down here. These are, think of them as layers, but they're lights that affect the actual overall color. So if I turn on this light, you can see that this entire thing brightens up, and if I turn it off, it goes dull again. And I can also add new lights and change them, rename them, so on. It's pretty straightforward. I can open them up, edit it, and I can change the actual colors of the light, and I can edit, delete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you how this works. I'm going to paint a rainbow in shadow mode, and then we're going to come through and add in the lights using something which I call reverse color picking. And what it does is it picks the local color back out of a shadow color or a lit color and allows you to transform it to the new version that you want. It's a pretty exciting feature. So let's say I want this red, I want this yellow, and things are going to look weird. They're not going to look exactly as you expect them to, because we're quickly laying down colors within a lit space. And when you're working within a lit space, colors become relative. They're not so much what we're used to with colors being what they are. So you need to work with this enough and have enough colors that the scene starts to make sense. So I have my rainbow, and these are my shadow colors. And so what I can do now is I can select this red, and I can turn on my key light, and currently my key light's too bright, so I'm going to drop that down. And so now I have this red, and it's transformed to the new version, and I can paint it. I'm going to turn this light off again, because you need to color pick in the same mode that you painted the colors within to actually get the color back. That's just how the math works. So I've got this color, select, and on it goes. I can work through, and you can see how this is starting to make the correct lit colors, and it starts becoming a very convincing feeling of light, because the color transformations that are happening are how it works in the real world. So this has the major benefit over using layer styles, that we can also color the lit area very easily, whereas most layer style workflows really only let you color shadows in a very crude way. This allows us to get better than that on one layer and get our information back. So now I want to do a very saturated lighting scheme and show you the results of that, which is a lot more exciting. So I'm going to turn off this, and I'm going to make a very saturated blue ambient. That's about what I want. And I'm going to make a very saturated red key light. I'm going to make sure that it's not overexposed. And I'm going to go and do the same thing again. I'm going to grab this rainbow. And you're going to notice that some of these colors, they don't look at all what you expect them to be. So our red has turned out to be slightly dark blue, and that's kind of weird, but it will all start to make sense when I come back through and fill these colors out. You can see how in the blue part of the spectrum things are very, very saturated. This is because our shadows are only lit by a very blue light. Okay, so now what I can do is I can come back through it, do that all again. And here's our red. This is where we start to get a lot of life to the scene. You can imagine that if you're working on a character piece where you want to have like stripes on a t-shirt, or like any of these sort of things where you need to have correct colors for it to feel right, this is going to be a great boon to your workflow. There you go. You get a very strong feeling of light and a lit color space. I am very excited about this, and I hope that you guys are excited about this too. I'm going to make another video tomorrow, hopefully going over the more intricate details of this program, but this should be enough to get you guys started. Yeah, I hope you guys pick this up, and I hope you get excited about it. I've started a subreddit, which is called it's a Prisma palette. I'll post the link in the description, and that's probably the best place to discuss this and talk about the future of this, and also talk about any bugs you run into and any issues, any feature requests. I look forward to hearing from you all. Catch you later.